My name is Iyad Rahwan. I'm a director at the Max Planck Institute for Human Development in Berlin, and I'm the founding director of the Center for Humans and Machines. Artificial intelligence algorithms permeate our lives. Not only do they make recommendations for us in terms of music, books, and news, but they also help us navigate the physical world. Increasingly, they are also being used to make high-stakes decisions such as who gets a job, who gets a loan, what kind of medical diagnosis we get, and who gets treatment. And soon, they're going to make decisions about how to drive cars on the road. So my focus has been on the self-driving car because it is something that everybody can relate to. And I've been thinking about a dilemma that has been capturing people's attention over the past few years, which is how should the car behave, a self-driving car, if it is faced with a situation with two options, either running over a group of pedestrians, let's say 5 pedestrians, or swerve and kill one pedestrian on the pavement. What happens if the car can save 5 pedestrians by swerving and hitting a wall, hurting its own passenger? Our surveys have showed that people largely agree with the utilitarian idea of saving more lives. But it also highlighted that people don't want to buy cars that are programmed this way, just in case they would potentially sacrifice them or not prioritize their own safety. My co-authors and I wanted to expand this finding and to include more people in this discussion. So we built a website, The Moral Machine, which shows people dilemmas involving self-driving cars in which all sorts of things can vary. For example, the kind of victim, whether it's a dog or a human, whether it's a woman or a man, whether the person is crossing the road illegally or legally, and so on. We've translated the website to 10 languages and attracted millions of users who've answered millions of dilemmas from all over the world. The main findings, universally speaking, is that people want to prioritize human life, they want to save more lives, and they want to save young lives, which seem unproblematic. But there were also problematic issues, such as the preference to save people of higher status. What's most fascinating is that if we look at these preferences and then analyze them at the level of countries, we find that there is significant variation. For example, you can see that Germany has a stronger preference for inaction compared to the rest of the world. Germans also have a weaker preference to sparing higher status individuals compared to the rest of the world. In contrast, you could see that China has agreement with Germany on some factors, but also strong deviation from Germany and the global average on others. For example, the importance of sparing pedestrians or the importance of sparing and prioritizing younger people. This work has led to substantial coverage all over the traditional media channels. We've also been featured by YouTubers that have been watched by millions of people worldwide. The work has been featured also in various museums all over the world, allowing young people and old people alike to interact with the moral machine experiment and to think about the challenge of endowing machines with morality. And most recently, the moral machine has become part of some textbooks, for example, high school textbooks in France, in order to promote this discussion. This kind of science achieves two objectives simultaneously. On one hand, it promotes scientific knowledge by enabling us to understand the fears and the concerns and the preferences and the values of people as they tackle these new issues. They also serve an educational purpose by allowing us to reach out to people and help them appreciate the complex discussions facing policymakers, philosophers, ethicists, and lawyers all over the world.